Now in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a customized hairline and also color this hair jet black. Now this hair is a mixture of brown, natural color, and we just need to, color it to jet black. It's a 6x6 closure that we're going to also be styling into a classic bob, so just keep watching. First things first, before you do any coloring job, remember I always say ensure you protect the lace. Lace protection is very essential to getting that very beautiful finished result, right? Now using your holding spray, ensure that you spray it at least twice, minimum of twice, maximum of 4-5 times. Ensure that every inch of the lace is covered with the product. Now the reason is that you don't want any part of the lace after washing it to be stained with the color of what you're doing. Now you spray it once, you let that dry, you go back and spray it, you let that dry, depending on the number of times you want to spray. And guys, ensure that the lace is hard like khaki. That's when you know that you've done it well. If it is not hard like jeans, then trust me, you still need to go and cover it again. Now, well, it all depends on the lace, but trust me, it has to be dry and it has to be, well done and covered with the product. Also, after spraying, ensure that you are combing out the hair in front, because as you are spraying it, the product is going to be seeping through the net into the hair. So ensure that you are combing the hair away before you now go in again and spray it. So yeah, just keep watching. So next thing I did was attach rubber to the hair, and that's because I just finished wigging this hair. And first of all, admire how neat the inner part of my wig is, right? Now put the elastic in the exact middle of the hair, then using the left hand side, for instance, now wherever the elastic is, elevate it slightly and then sew it down. I hope you saw what I did. If you didn't see it, take it back and rewatch it again. So, sorry guys, while I was sewing, I actually thought it was recording, but apparently my hand was away from the camera, so I had to sew off camera. Sorry. But then the sewing is actually easy. You're sewing the elastic to the elastic of the wig cap. So I'm done with this left hand side, so let's go to the right hand side. Now place the wig cap on the floor or flat surface, whatever you're using, then trace the elastic properly to where it's supposed to be, then raise it slightly up, then sew. Now the idea is you're supposed to create some sort of gap in between, as if the elastic is flying. That way it can grip your head and you've done a good job. So watch the video again to understand what I'm saying. I hope you get it. But then the sewing is actually easy. So you're sewing the elastic to the elastic of the wig cap. Don't have to face the thought of being alone. I want. I'm safe when I am in your arms. I wanna build a home. Properly sew the elastic band very well, then you should have something like this. You see it says jumping, so that way you know that you've done it well and it will grip your head properly. Then I went in to spray the hair again. I noticed that it was still wet, but then I still went in again. Now that's because this is like the third time I'm doing it, and if you're in a hurry, you can actually just use blow dryer to blow dry it. Once it's hard, you go in and spray again, and like that. But if you're not in a hurry, just spray it, drop it, go do what you want to do, come back, pick it up, spray again, go do what you want to do till it is dry, like hardcore dry. Remember, the lace has to be as hard as jeans. Watch the flowers. I was feeling lazy to bring out my blow dryer, so I just stood in front of the fan and let that dry. I stood there for like about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I went in to start the coloring. So I'm coloring this hair jet black. So this is a semi-permanent dye I'll be using. Now the quantity of dye you use depends on the volume of the hair. Some hairs you need to use up to a bottle, sometimes 2 or even 3 bottles. But for this one, this hair is about 250 grams. So it's not even up to 250, maybe like 200 or between 200 to 250 grams. So I'm using a little more than half of the bottle. So that's like 75% of the bottle. So the next step will be to pour the next step will be to pour the quantity of dye you want to use into the bowl, and then use very boiling hot water into it. Now ensure that you are mixing it immediately as you're pouring the hot water. That way it doesn't lump up, right? So yeah, just keep watching. So the next step will be to insert the hair. Now look at how I'm inserting it. I'm inserting it from the tip to the root. Now if you have a very long hair, if it is something that you're going to trim, it is better for you to trim the hair before coloring. That way you are able to save some dye. So now the what I'm going to trim from this hair is not much. So this is literally the length, well, maybe slightly shorter. So that's why you see me doing it like this. So after I'm sure that, you know, all the part of the hairs have been dipped in the water very well, then I start putting in the closure part very well. Now the water is very hot, obviously, so I can't just put my hand into it. So I'm using the comb and just, you know, doing it simultaneously. Now I have nothing to worry about because I have protected the lace properly, right? So just keep dipping it continuously. Now the reason the water mixture is not much is because, you know, the hair mix, the dye I put in the water is actually not much. But if I was using a full bottle or maybe like 2 bottles, I don't care. I'll pour so much water into it and then just pour everything inside. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to use the remaining hair to work on another hair. So that's why you see me doing it, you know, in sections. So I just felt like the dye wasn't enough. I added some more, and yeah, literally just leave the hair in the water till the water is cool enough, then go in and wash it out. So yeah, keep watching. So now the water is cool, the next step is to wash off the dye. So rinse the hair thoroughly first, then go in with the shampoo. I see some people applying shampoo directly on the hair when they are washing you know, their hair, but like I feel like it's saving me a lot of product by just diffusing it with water first before putting in the hair and, you know, washing it. So yeah, just do what works for you. Use shampoo to wash off the dye completely. You have to wash it 2 to 3 times just to ensure that, you know, the water is clear, like I said, before you move on to the next steps. While washing, guys, please be mindful of the lace. Depending on the lace you're using, whether jeans lace, Swiss lace, H lace, it doesn't matter. If you wash your lace anyhow, you're going to have a hard time detangling and making the hair straight. So you're not washing jeans, right? So ensure that you're not squeezing or scrubbing the hair. Just massage the shampoo or products into the lace while washing. So for me, I wash, rinse, wash, rinse, wash, rinse. That's the method I use. Do what works for you, like I said. So I washed his hair like I think 3 times to ensure that the water is clear, and I don't want to take chances, so I just want to ensure that all the dye is out of the hair before I went on to the next step. Yeah, so now you can see the shampoo water is clear, and when I rinse also, the water is also clear. Now I'm satisfied, and then I go into the next step, which is going to be treatment. Now I never wash my hair or dye my hair without adding treatment. Now the treatment is to add back life, shine, moisture into the hair, and also softness, right? So that's what I'm going to do here. Keep watching. Now the treatment I use is about 3 to 4 treatments all mixed together in one plastic, right? And then this clear substance I'm putting is actually dye, but it is clear dye. Now the reason is that aside the work of the treatment, the dye is also going to add some shine to it. So that's why even when you apply heat to it, it's almost like you're dyeing it, but in a clear way. I don't know if you get what I mean. So now massage the treatment into the hair, but especially the frontal or the closure, as the case may be. Now make sure you're massaging it into it and gently comb it. That way you detangle it properly. Do not rush this step, guys. You have to be very gentle with it. If not, you're going to rip your lace and it's almost going to look like, you know, you're wasting your time. So be very gentle with it, massage it into the hair, and yeah, majorly that's it. You can't have enough clear dye, to be honest. So I put a generous amount, tied in a nylon, put it in a microwave, left that for 10 minutes. Then I rinsed it out, then left it to air dry, and this is what I have. So this color is just perfect for me. So now the next step is to style. Now remember, this video is the coloring and customization on this bob wig. So before doing any customization, you have to straighten or style your hair first. So I'm going in with my heat protectant, my serum, hot comb, and straightener. So yeah, just keep watching. I don't know who else is like me, but I do not like styling bob wigs, especially when it has been trimmed. Now, you know, the reason I actually trimmed this one before doing the major styling is because I needed to I needed to color the hair, but then so it's already been trimmed. So I really do not like styling the back, but anyway, I styled it. Now guys, when you're styling your hair, please be sure not to put in so much product. If not, you're dirtying the hair, you make it heavy, make the strands heavy, and it's not going to come out really nice. So very little products go a long way. Applying serum, just 2 pumps will go a long way. The heat protectant also, do not apply too much product, right? So I'm just going to quickly speed this one up and then show you what I did next. Now, after a gazillion years of straightening, it's finally time to see the star of the show, which is the customizing part. Now, you have to pin the hair to the canvas here, that way it doesn't shake or move. And then I don't know if it's something that you can really explain, but you have to watch my hand movement to the T. Now, there are different ways of customizing. This is my favorite part of styling a wig. Now, different type of customizing, but this one I want to do is the one that has that slightly bald space in the front. Now, my original hairline is actually like this, and that's why I'm trying to mimic it, right? So the sides are going to have hairline, while the middle is going to be slightly bald. So watch everything to the T. Now, once you section the part you want to be slightly bald, then you pluck it out gently. Watch it and understand. If you need to slow it down, but then I'll stop talking. Now, if you're wondering why I'm doing it in sections, it's actually because if you've plucked it or over plucked it, it is more stressful having to ventilate the hair back on the lace than if you do it correctly or do it gently. So that's why you're seeing that I'm doing it gently. I'm doing it in sections. I'll take a small portion. I'll remove the hair, I'll observe it, then go in again to see if I still need. So that's what I kept doing till I was satisfied with what I had. Now, if you're one who has more bald hairline, I mean in the front, or if you want it deeper, then you can go deeper. This was exactly what I wanted, and that's what I did. Also, guys, while you are pulling the net, you have to be very careful. This is a Swiss lace, like I said, so it was easy for me to pluck. Swiss lace, HD lace, you have to be extremely careful. If it is the one they call jeans lace, then you can actually just pluck it out anyhow. But if you're using a very soft lace, you have to be very careful. That way you don't rip the lace, so you have to do it gently. If you're trying to pull it and the hair isn't coming out, you can actually use your tweezer, but it's always better to use your hand, right? So yeah. Now customization done, next step will be to make the pattern of the closure. I want to make this a T part, middle part, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Now, be very light-handed when you go in with your wax stick, and also ensure that you protect the hair by using the heat protectant before going in with the hot comb. So I did that and then went ahead to mold my closure. Keep watching. To achieve that very sleek, classy, flat closure or frontal you see people wearing, they have to always section the hair or part the frontal or closure in sections while styling. Do not rush this, guys. You have to be very patient while styling your closure. Part it, use your wax stick if you feel like you should. Use your hot comb, then part again. So you're going to do that from the first edge, like from left to the part, then to the other side to the part. Do you understand? Keep watching. How hot your hot comb is and the number of times you work with it on the closure or the hair itself is what will determine if your hair is going to come out with a very beautiful finishing. Right now, guys, notice the way I'm doing my hot comb. I am not using the teeth, I'm using the side of the hot comb to work on the hair. Okay, now that I'm done with my part and I'm satisfied with it, next will be to mold the closure. Now I usually use mousse, water and holding spray. A mixture of that is what I use to mold my closure of frontal. Just keep watching. On and on it goes, and time never stops. Babe, if you've gotten to this part of the video and you still haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for now? It showed me that you've learned a lot, so just close eye and subscribe as a thank you to me, Fine girl. Now after molding, use an elastic as you can see me doing the video. Then you can use your blow dryer if you want, or just leave it to air dry. It all depends on you. The boogeyman. Oh. Now after all said and done, this is the final result. I'm so in love with this unit. What about you? This is such a perfect glueless unit. I can't wait to rock. Let me know your thoughts about customized hairlines and if it's something that you would rock in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in my next one. Bye.